Alright guys, welcome back again to this tutorial which is on HTML and CSS. In this tutorial we want to be talking about navigation, how we can create a navigation list in our website. Now first of all, in this tutorial what we're about to do is, now this is my index file that I have here. I'm going to create a new folder, and the folder I'm going to call it HTML. After that I'll hit enter and I'll create that folder HTML. So as you see, that folder is over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this index file into my HTML folder. Okay, so now when I open this HTML folder, I have my index file there. Alright, so right now what you're about to do is we are coming to create other pages in this folder. Okay, so I will open this with Sublime, right click, open with Sublime Text, and here we are in the last tutorial. So what I'll do is I'll clean all this, and I'm going to notify the one using that this is the index page. So I'll say something like this is the index or home page. So index or home page. Okay, after that I need to close my h1 element. Control S to save. Now after this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a lot of other pages with this file. So to do that, what I'll do is I'll just go to file and I will go to save as. Okay, so in the same folder which is on the desktop, which is the folder is HTML, I'm going to save this as services dot, the extension is very important, HTML. After that I need to click on save. Okay, so now I have my services page as well. Again, save as, not save, save as, and this time around I'm going to save this as the about.html. After that, save it nicely. Then the last page that I'm going to save as is the contact page. So I'll say contact page with the extension of .html, and I'll click on save the last time. So right now when I go to my folder, as you see, I have 4 pages in here. So what I'll do is I will drag them into my Sublime Text. Now I have index, about, contact, and services. So what I'll do is I'll change this to services. Okay, so instead of index with the services, I'll change this one to services, and I'll save that one. Then with the about to, I'll change that one to about and save, and lastly I'll do same for the contact page. So I will say contact. Okay, Control S to save. So now when I come back to the folder, I open the about page. Now the browser is going to tell us that this is the about page. Okay, and again let me go ahead and open the contact page too, and we have the contact page over there. So but we cannot be doing this. We need a navigation link or navigation list. That's when we click on it will take us to the about page. When we click on that, it will take us to the services page or the contact page, and that is why the navigation list is very important. So in this tutorial, that is what we are going to do. So I will come to where my index is, and under the h1 tag I will introduce my UL. So I'll say UL, and after that I need to close my UL down over here. Now inside my unordered list I need to start listing my pages. Okay, so I will have first of all list item 1, and list item 1 is going to be for the home page. Home is here, and I'll do same again, which is still the list item. I will have my services over here, and again I'm going to have my contact page. Okay, so here is going to be for contact, and lastly I have my about, so about us or about. Okay, alright, so let me go ahead and save this one. Control S to save, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this and reload this in the index page, and let's see what we've got. So I'll come here, this is the index page, I'll open that, and we have home, services, contact, about. But now this cannot be clickable. Okay, as I click on this, even the cursor it's not showing, it's clickable. So we have to make this to be clickable, okay? And we are going to use the anchor tag that we learned about in the previous tutorial for that. So I'll say A, and with the A I have to close the A, so I'll close the A at where the home ends. Now inside the A, I'm going to reference to my home page, so whenever the person clicks on the home, it will take that person to the home page. So I'll do something like href, as we learned in the previous tutorial. Href equals, what is the name of my page? The name of the page is index.html, as we are seeing on top here. So I'll fill in index.html. okay, now after that I need to do same for the services page. So I'll have my anchor tag href equals, then what is the name for the services page? The name is services.html. Remember, they are all in small caps. Okay, we are taking the name from the file name, not from what we have in the text over here. Okay, so services S is in lower caps, remember that. Control S to save. Again, I'll do same for contact, and with contact href once again, href equals contact.html. Control S to save, and I'm going to do same for about. Okay, so with the about, I'll introduce anchor once again, and again href equals about html. okay, so let me go ahead and save that, and I need to close the anchors for all of these. Okay, don't forget to be closing them, it's very necessary. And for lastly about us, I'll close anchor for that. So Control S to save, and now when I go to my browser, reload the page, as you see, these are now clickable now. So when I click on about, it says this is the about page. Okay, and I click on home, it says this is the index page. Services file wasn't found. Let me check with that one. So with the services, we have services.html. let me check the spelling. It's services.html, very important, as I said. Okay, Control S once again, now reload, and now services should work for me. This is services page. Okay, so that is it. This is how we can make the navigation list, and to get all of this inside the other pages, I'll just copy all of these, copy, and I'll paste them over here too. Okay, so I will paste above this, Control S, and I'll do same for the contact page too. Again, Control S, and lastly I'll do for the services. I'll paste again and Control S. Okay, now back to the browser, reload the page. So this is the service page, and I have the navigation list over here. This is the index page, I have them. Contact too, I have them. In about us, I have them as well. Okay, so this is how you can make a simple navigation list, and as time goes on, when we get to JavaScript, it's going to be really interesting. So keep following us. In the next tutorial, we're going to learn how we can add CSS to our HTML and styling it very nicely. Bye.